back, YouTube. It's been an amazing week, and I just want to thank you all for tuning in this week on another episode. It's not easy to keep on pushing these videos out there, but you guys keep on just busting my head every single day, every single week. I don't know, man. I don't know when we would get the recognition we ought to get, but I'm not in the haste. Okay. Anyways, as you guys can see, the title of this video is preparing for a good trading month 101. One of the best things you can do to yourself is just making sure your preparation is just as clean as your execution. Because I think it was Abraham Lincoln that said this. He said, if you intend on using 6 hours to cut down a tree, you use 4 hours to sharpen your knife. Something goes in our normal day lives. If you intend to do something, preparation is just as key as doing the thing itself. So there are essential things that I personally look for. Number one, you should know the types of pairs you trade already. You shouldn't just be jumping from one pair to the other looking for what to execute. That itself will just disrupt the whole system you're building or the whole system you're following. So if you intend on trading for a month, you should find at least one or two pairs that you love. Stick to it. Honestly, if you're still very, very new, preferably one pair is just the best. But at least me, I use two pairs, which is NAS and gold. You can check for yourself which pair or which style is suitable for you, and then incorporate it into your trading. Number two, after looking for the pairs you want to trade, the next thing you need to do is, in those pairs you found, look for trends. Like for instance, I know my strategy, right? Do you know your strategy? Do you know what you look for in price before you execute? What are some things you need to see in a week before you do anything? And for me, trends are one of the most important things I need to see in order to get high probability trades. When the market is trending, I tend to follow those trends, and it's just very smoother to reach my take profit. In markets like, let's go back to 2024, around this time, right? I was experiencing very, very hard and bad markets. I think I didn't see any trade in October, and then by November I was in a 6% drawdown because the market wasn't really trending. See how it looked from here to here. It looks like it's moving upwards, right? Look at how it's moving. Just look at how it's moving compared to how this one is moving down. Just one way. See how it's moving. That's one of my problems with trading Nasdaq. The pair is becoming manipulated. This right here is like uh, the China and US whatever that's going on, and this right here is election. So I don't know. Unlike pairs like gold, let's look at gold, where the trend is very, very significant. You know, look at how gold has been moving. See from last year's June to October, and then see from October or from November to here. Look at how the trend has just been smooth. These are the kind of markets I have seen to be very, very good for me. Anytime you see me in a losing streak is most likely because I'm about to enter or I am currently in and I didn't see that I'm already in a consolidating market, or like a market that has deserted from a trend or reverted from a trend. Sorry. Those are the things I see. Number one, I said looking for the pairs you choose to trade, the next thing you need to do is check for the trends in those pairs if they are favorable for that month. And if they are not, then I think it's best you just sit and wait till maybe like the mid range of the month and see if price has done anything significant that changed the way it moves. And the third thing you need to do is you need to learn how to meditate. Yes, you need to learn how to meditate before your new trading month begins. Because I read in a book, I don't know if you guys have heard of it, Psycho Cybernetics. And in that book, the guy mentioned how athletes and all these public figures use constant meditation to visualize their goals and play whatever outcome they intend on making in their mind. When you intend on practicing chess, for instance, you create games in your mind where you play and you correct mistakes and you see strategies that work. And before you go into a big game, you already know things from your head. You mentioned someone, I can't remember the name you mentioned, but this guy was meant to go and play championship against someone who would absolutely destroy him, right? But he wasn't phased. All he did was, rather than focusing on the failure or focusing on doubts people put around him, all he did was took up different games. I mean, he practiced physically, but after practicing now, all he did was visualize. He visualized where he wanted to be. He visualized how he was going to win. He visualized every single thing he wanted to happen. And guess what? That was exactly what happened. That's the power of visualization and manifestation, honestly. And some people don't believe in this thing, but it's so true. It's so true. I can't even I can't even start talking about this right now. But you just have to be able to visualize how your system is going to play out on the charts, what you want to see, and doing this, it will kill the desire to take stupid trades. It will kill it because you already know what your system looks like. You've played it, like you've suggested it to your subconscious countless times, and now you don't see stupid trades and want to push the button anymore. I mean, this can only be true if you actually go and do this yourself and see how it works and not just listening to what I'm saying and expecting it to just happen. Yeah, and the last one is to be patient. You have to just learn how to be patient, honestly. And why I put patience as the last one is because after you've meditated and you've seen what you want to occur, you tend to develop I mean, even if you don't even realize it, but you tend to develop a sense of patience, waiting for your strategy, waiting for your system to form, and keep your hands off trades that look saucy. I've noticed something with me. Whenever I'm looking at the chart and it looks like I am about to compromise, I'm about to compromise on my system and say, maybe I can actually look at it this way, maybe I can actually look at it that way, then that's a bad trade. That's a bad trade because my system is always clear and concise. I don't need to compromise. So I just hope you guys can actually take your time and do the work because this thing is actually not hard. It really isn't. I'm coming to the cognizance that the main reason why I found it hard in the beginning, and mind you, I didn't even find it so difficult. I enjoyed my process and I'm still enjoying the process of trading, learning and just realizing how far you can go. So the main reason why I would say it became hard was because there's some certain things that are in us. There's some inherent human desires that we cannot just put aside until we practice some some good virtues in order to keep those desires dormant. Like human nature is just so strong that if you bring it solely into trading, it becomes extremely difficult and you start seeing different negative things like impulsiveness, desperation, you will putting expectations on the charts, things like that. And those are the things that can actually give you headache, honestly. When you practice those good virtues that I mentioned, you tend to see things from a positive perspective and then push down negative thoughts and feelings. Anyway, I hope you guys listened. I hope you guys took notes. And I think that'll be all for today. So I'll talk to you guys next time. Stay safe.